All right, hi guys, Alexio here. I will take a few minutes to go over the race briefing so that at the start line I don't have to say much. I'll remind you about one or two things, but most of the briefing is going to be in this document that I will have already shared with you. Before I start, we have some merch. We have some nice event t-shirts. If you'd like to have one, let me know. We'll have to get them to you after the event. Each t-shirt costs 2,000 bob. This is the back, how it looks like. The famous Jambu climb is on the back. And we have various colors. We have white, we have black, we have this blue, we have beige, maroon, red, jungle green, and gray. So there you go. If you're interested, let me know. So okay, very quickly to the race briefing. Kangundo Kaper XC 2026 event brief. Those are the two emergency numbers that you need to have. One is mine, and the other one is for the event medic, who is going to be based at Kenny Resort. If you need him and you can't get to me, that's his number. You can call him directly. Okay. Now, basic information about the event. The event date is 25th January, that is Sunday. Race village is Kenny Resort in Kangundo. Race start is at exactly 0900 hours unless something unforeseen happens. This is the program of events. We'll expect to start receiving riders at around 6 a.m. Gate B will be open from 6 a.m. From 7, basically from the time you arrive from 6 until around 8:30, you have time to set up your bike. Someone will come through and maybe do a very basic scrutineering check. We want to make sure that your brakes are working and your tires are all good. This is also the time to have maybe something to eat, breakfast from the restaurant. At 8:45, riders are expected to leave for the start line. At the start line, I will say a few words between 8:55 and 8:59. At 9 sharp, the race should start. We expect the first finisher at around 12:30. By around 2, I think at least the top 10 in each category will have finished. I'm hoping that they'll have finished. But at 2:30, we want to do a brief presentation of the results that we have, especially top 10 in every category, so that people who have finished can leave back for Nairobi. The course will remain open until 6 p.m. or until the last person finishes. So if the last person finishes at 5 o'clock, we'll close the course at 5. But if by 6 you're still out of the course, we'll close the course and we'll come and look for you. Just to add on to this, please, if for any reason you abandon the race in the middle of the race, please send me a message. Please send me a WhatsApp message so that we can account for you. Because as the race progresses, we are going to try and account for each and every rider who started at each and every marshalling point. So if you get fed up with riding and you stop the race and you come and get into your car and drive back home and you don't tell us, we'll be out there looking for you. So kindly, if you do stop and you don't want to proceed, send me a message. You have my WhatsApp number. Send me a message telling me, hey Alex, I have decided to abandon the race and I'm going home. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Okay. So how to get to Kenny Resort? We have two options. You can, and generally you can either use Kangundo Road or you can use Mombasa Road through Moore Hills. I would recommend the first route. It's going to be Sunday morning. There'll be no traffic. The road condition is good all through. And yeah, before we used to have some congestion on the Eastern Bypass and also on at the beginning of Kangundo Road in Ruai, but now they've dualed it, so there are no more traffic issues. Especially early Sunday morning, you will hardly find any traffic. Route 2 is a bit longer, and previously we preferred it because of the congestion on the Eastern Bypass and Kangundo Road. But now I would not recommend you to use that one unless it's shorter for you, it's more convenient for you. Again, as I've noted here, the Moore Hills Road, once you turn off Mombasa Road and you go up till Moore, has some sections with potholes, so that will slow you down. But once you're past the potholes, again, it's going to be a really good drive. You're free to choose whichever route you want to use. I would recommend you leave at 6:30 a.m. Latest you should be leaving Nairobi is 7, but don't wait till 7. I would say leave by 6:30, so that even if it takes you 2 hours, by 8:30 you are at Kieni, and you have 30 minutes to get ready. I think most people from Nairobi will take about an hour and a half or less, depending on traffic. So that's the Google Maps map for how to get there. If you scan that barcode in the middle, it will open for you Google Maps and the pin for Kieni, and from there you just click on navigate, and it will take you to Kieni Resort. Okay. All right. So please, about parking. When you arrive at Kieni, you will see the Kieni Resort sign on your left over here, somewhere here. Please do not turn there. Yeah, that takes you to a very small parking at gate A, and that parking does not have room. Even turning around becomes an issue, and the Kieni management have said, since they are still open and expecting other clients, they would like to keep that parking for those clients. So please go past this sign over here of Kieni Resort, go about 50 meters, make a left, and you'll find gate B, and you'll find someone at gate B. So please park in this facility here. There's enough parking for everyone, and you have enough space to set up your bike. You can use this field to set up your bike, do a ride, just to make sure everything's okay. So that would be my request. All right, quickly to the race briefing. I'll go very fast through this. So one, the race is on open public roads. Okay, so please obey traffic rules. Try and keep left as much as possible. The locals and the animals always have the right of way. Remember, we are guests in Kangundo. Please, let's respect our hosts. They'll be going about with their normal daily lives. It will be a Sunday. A lot of them will be going to church. And they are not going to be expecting you or a race in their environment. So you see someone walking ahead of you, alert them that you're coming. A simple hello, just shout out hello, and as soon as they see you, most of the time they move out. Okay. Another thing is, please anticipate people, animals, and motorbikes all the time. PAM, I call them PAM, or HAM, humans, animals, and motorbikes. Okay. Lastly, on this point, please, as much as we are going to be courteous to the locals, let's be courteous to ourselves too. Okay. In one or two sections, especially at the start, there'll be some narrow paths If you find yourself in such a place and you're behind a rider, just alert them that you want to pass, and please pass when it's safe for both you and the person you're passing, when it's safe for you to do so. Okay? Race briefing part 2. Again, the course is unmarked. You'll need to use a GPS to navigate. Generally, the first 15 kilometers has a lot of turns. I would concentrate more on navigation than on trying to go fast. Yeah. If you try to go fast, what's gonna happen? You're gonna miss turns and you're gonna get lost. Everyone is gonna get lost for sure. At least everyone is gonna make at least one wrong turn. Yeah. All you need to do is just remain calm, stop, retrace your steps, and join the track again. Again, in the first 15 kilometers, especially for those who have never ridden in Kangundo, the faster you go, the faster you try to go, the more turns you're gonna miss. So I would say concentrate on navigation for the first 15 kilometers. Once it opens up, once the course opens up, because initially we'll be in very, what shall I say, very closed sort of like routes. Yeah. After 15 kilometers, it opens up. It becomes more open. There are less turns, so you can anticipate the turns a bit better. So I would say the first 15 kilometers, just try and navigate more. A point on the GPS: please deactivate or switch off auto routing. So what will happen is, if you have your auto routing on, the minute you miss a turn and you continue 50, 60 meters, your device will try to auto route you again. And when it auto routes, it will try and use the shortest route to auto route you. And that might lead you even more off the race course. So switch off auto routing. Keep your eye on the GPS. If you see you have missed a turn, stop, retrace your steps, and continue with the course where you missed the turn. Again, the first 15 kilometers on this last point will have a lot of blind corners. Try and maintain a comfortable speed, a safe speed, as you anticipate something coming around the corner. Yeah? And again, try and keep on the left as much as possible. Yeah, that's what I can say. Okay, for the marshalling points, we are going to have 9 marshalling points. Those are the distance markers, the milestones for the marshalling points. You can see in the first note, I've said that these distances assume that you do not get lost. And what I mean by that, if at 18.2 kilometers you get lost and you do an extra 500 meters, that means your next marshalling point will be at 24.9. Yeah, that's what I mean. So these distances assume that you haven't gotten lost. Again, as mentioned in the group previously, there will be water at marshalling point 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. Please stop, fill up your bottles. It's gonna get hot after midday, so always have water and hydrate. Yeah. Again, as I always advise, on that second last water stop, marshalling point 8, it's at the bottom of the last climb. You'll find Nelson there. Please stop, catch your breath, have at least 1 full bottle of water as you start the climb. Okay. All right, that's the map for the marshalling points. This is where we're gonna start here, and this is where we're gonna finish. You have your first marshalling point there. It's after, I think, about 13 kilometers or something. Was it 13? After about 12 kilometers, marshalling point 1, 2, and that's how the course is going to progress. So you're going to come this way, you're going to go follow this lower bit, you'll go to marshalling point 1, marshalling point 2, you're going to climb onto the ridge, you're going to come down the ridge to marshalling point 3, Marshalling point 4 is in the middle of the last climb. Then you're gonna hit marshalling point 5. Marshalling point 5 is at exactly 30 kilometers, and that's where the light race will end. The GPS route track for the light race has a way of getting you back to Kieni Resort. It's very close. It's like less than a distance of I would say 2 kilometers. Yeah. So that's marshalling point 5. Then you continue to marshalling point 6. You climb up to the ridge, marshalling point 7. You do a huge drop to the other side, and then you make your way to marshalling point 8. Marshalling point 8 is going to be at the bottom of the climb. You're going to start the climb, you come up, you'll pass through marshalling point 4 again. There will be water there, and then you'll make your way this way until marshalling point 9, and that's the top of the climb. You will find water there too, and then you drop to the finish. So that's for the marshalling. Let's see. Again, when you get your number plate or your race number, at the bottom here you will have a small number that corresponds with your main race number. This entitles you to 500 shillings off any drinks or food that you buy or anything else you spend on at Kieni Resort. You have to physically present your race number to them so that they can cut off this section for you to get the discount. Again, when you finish the race, if you're interested in getting this discount, do not leave your bikes unattended. Previously, in 2024, we had a bunch of people, and unfortunate to say, most of them were actually people who accompanied riders from Nairobi. It wasn't the locals who started plucking off the race numbers from unattended bikes and to go and claim the 500 bob discount. So please, once you finish, remove your number, your race number, and keep it safe if you want to go claim the discount. All right. Lastly, after midday, you're expecting it to get hot, so please hydrate so that you don't get a heat stroke or something like that. Yeah. Apply ample sunscreen for protection. Please do not litter. When you are at a marshalling point and you're taking on water, once you fill your bottle, or even if you didn't want to stop and we opened a bottle for you and we gave you and you drank, throw it on the road, because what we'll do is we'll come and pick all the trash. If you throw it to the side where it's hidden, it might be hard to get. So please, let's not litter. And if you have any energy bar, energy gels, or whatever it is you have, please carry your trash with you. Don't litter the place. Again, lastly, ride within your abilities. Don't try to Don't try to bite more than you can chew. Ride within your abilities, and you're gonna have fun. And those who are new to Kangundo Kaper, please save something for the last climb. Do not go out too hard in the first 50. This is normally free advice I give to all newcomers, but most people don't listen to it. So please try and think about that. All right, we'd like to thank the following event sponsors and partners. The Bike Garage, they give you a discount on parts and labor for servicing your bike for the event. Zuzu's Bike Shop, Zuzu sponsored the KOM and the QOM on the last climb. he's done this ever since we started this event. Zuzu's Bike Shop, thank you so much, Zuzu. Zuzu's Bike Shop is based in Gigiri. He has an excellent workshop there. So if you need new bikes, or you need service, or you need kits, or you need consumables, please visit Zuzu's Bike Shop. It's in Gigiri. I forgot what the name of his actual location is, but you cannot miss it. He's even invested in signs on the road, so you'll find him. I'd like to thank Orion Infrastructure Advisors. That's Mr. Christian Wright, has supported me in all the editions for Kangundo Kaper. He generously supports us in terms of the medals and the signage. So thank you very much, Mr. Wright, CW, Timawe, Asante Sana. We'd like to thank Kieni Resort. Kieni Resort has graciously hosted us over the years without asking for too much, and providing for us infrastructure to use, beautiful grounds for camping. They also, from last year and this year, they gave us 4 cases of water, to some of which you guys are going to consume. So we'd like to thank Kieni Resort for that. Lastly, the last 2 groups, special groups, I'd like to thank Mutua and Sundiata Munavu, who came on board 3 years ago when their brother passed away, Michael Mutemi Munavu. Their rural home is literally 500 meters from Kieni Resort. They've been my lifelong friends. I met them in 1990 when we were in Form 1 somewhere in Nakuru, and they're pretty much my brothers. So for the last 3 years, they've sponsored the prize money. So it's really helped support the event. As you guys know, one of the things that attracts people to events like ours is prize money. So it helps that we have prize money to give. And also, when we have prize money to give, that means what we collect from the entries goes towards the logistics, the running of the event. And this is what has made us be able to have a team of marshals. It has enabled us to get plenty of water. It has enabled us to fuel the vehicles that people use to come for these events. At this point, I'd like to thank my marshals for all the support they've given us over the years. Again, last but not least, Mutemi's friends. Over the last 3 years, they've also supported me. As I mentioned, there is a segment called Michael Mutemi Memorial Segment, and Mutemi's friends have normally contributed towards the prize money for that segment. So thank you so much, Mutemi's friends, for supporting the event. All right, last but not least, I want to thank you guys for giving us the honor to host you in Kangundo. As I've said here, you could have been anywhere else this Sunday, but you chose to be with us, and we do not take that for granted. Your entry and participation in the event helps grow this event and helps us improve and stay relevant in the calendar for cycling. We hope that you really have a memorable day on rest day, and you enjoy what we all enjoy doing, and that is riding our bikes. We hope to see you next year. Next year is going to be on the 31st of January 2027. Welcome to Kangundo. The root is queen. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.